The question says, state the bearings of the given letters. Okay. So we have a compass bearing. So we have three different positions. We have A, we have E, we have J. Okay. So what's the bearing of A from the origin? Okay. What's the bearing of E from the origin? And what's the bearing of J from the origin? Okay. So from our previous class, compass bearing involves the use of the four cardinal points, okay, which are the north, the south, the east, the west, okay. So for O to be the origin, okay, so each angle measures 90 degrees for different quadrants. So we have the first quadrant, the second quadrant, the third quadrant, the fourth quadrant. So for the fourth quadrant, the total angle here is 90. Likewise, the second quadrant is 90. The third one too is 90. The last one too is 90. So by the time you sum it together, we have 360 degree. Okay. Let's say O as the center. Okay. Angle formed towards the north. Okay, is 0 degree. So when we say the angle formed towards the north, from 0 towards the north is 0 degree. Okay. So the angle that is formed from this center towards the east, okay, is 90. So that means the total angle from here to here is 90. So the angle formed towards the south, okay, from O. So for south, that will be 180 degree. So from here to here, so the total angle from here, which is 90 plus another 90, we have 180. Okay, and the angle formed towards the west, the total size of the angle, okay, we have that to be 270 degree. So by the time we add 90, 90, 90, okay, we have 270 degree. But when we look at this, from the north to the east, the total angle is 90. North to south, okay, we have it to be 180. From north to west, we have it to be 270. So when we go on that way, we have it to be 360 degree, okay. So from here is 0 degree. So when we look at this, to state the bearings of this given letter from the origin, okay. So when we look at this, we see that the angle formed is coming from the north. So we can make reference to the north. We can measure from the north. It's either we measure from the north or we measure from the south. So we have north, we have south, we have east, we have west. Okay, it's either we measure from here or here. We can't measure from west or from east. So we have to start either from the north or the south. Okay, so since this angle is coming from the north, okay, so that means the position of A, we say A, okay, gives north, okay, 76 degree, okay, so it's moving towards this direction, east, okay, so that's for A. And that means the bearing of A from this origin is this, okay. So when we look at number 2, we have the position of E to be here, okay. So to state the bearing of this, we have here the north, the south, the east, and the west. Okay, so when we look at where the angle is coming from, okay, so it's going towards this side, and we can't start with the west. There's nothing like west north either, so we have it as northwest. So that means we have to figure out the size of this missing angle. Okay, so because this 4 degree is closer to the north, okay, but it's starting from the west, so we can't take it as west north, we take it as northwest. So we have to minus, okay, to get the missing angle here. And what do we do to get that? Since the size of the angle formed in this quadrant is 90 degree, okay, so that means we have to say 90 minus 4. Okay. So when we minus this, we have this as 86 degrees. So that means the bearing of E from here will be E equals, okay, not 86 degree. So it's going from north, okay, towards west. Okay, so this how we state the bearing of these. Okay, so to state the bearing of this position of G, okay, now when we look at this, 74 degree is closer to the south, so south and west. Okay, so we can make reference to the south. Okay, so we have north, we have east, so we can go southwest. Okay, southwest. So for G, okay, so G is now south of 74 degree. Okay, going from south, okay, towards west. So this is the bearing of G on this cardinal point. So the bearing of E on this cardinal point is this, okay? While the bearing of A on this cardinal point is this. See you in the next scene. Thank you very much.